All right. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Viper's Galley. Got a little take today after a long sabbatical, getting everything set up and all that when he moved. And we got Mick, too. On it. I know today is I'm going to be making some homemade turkey burgers, showing you how to do that. Mick, what do you got on the menu?
Later on, you and I got talking about the steakums, right?
Yeah.
So I figured tonight I got some shaved steak, got some cheese whiz and some rolls. I'm gonna make some homemade Philly cheesesteaks.
There you go.
Nice.
And that's which are you getting like the prepackaged shaved steak out there? The ones that come in like the black tub. Sorry, got
Yeah,
the
yeah,
prime
yeah.
rib shaved.
Yep.
Those are actually really convenient. I made a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of good Philly cheesesteaks out of them.
That's usually what I use, man. We get them in just the meat section at Safeway. They're really good.
Yeah,
They taste good. They fry up
yeah.
just like that.
I did watch the price go up on them though. They were starting out about $5.99, and it was like $6.99, and then like $7.99. You're like, damn it.
Well, shit, bro, that's just red meat anymore.
Yeah, that's true. But I think I was telling Gilly, I didn't think I told you. Out here, I found a half beef, half pork mix that they're making now, and it's cheaper. But like me and Gilly were talking about, I think I'm gonna use it for my spaghetti. You
Okay.
know, so hold on, let me go grab it out of the freezer. I'll show you what it is.
Yeah.
See here. Let's go. See. Try Justin. Okay. I already got the turkey, 3 pounds of turkey meat in there. Now, you
Hey,
take
look at
fucking,
that.
I'm going to do mine just like you do a meatloaf, right? 1 egg per pound of meat. So I'm doing 3 eggs. You know, shit.
You came
Well,
prematurely there, brother.
Huh? All right.
so oh,
I
go
said it
ahead,
Go
came
Gilly.
ahead.
prematurely there.
Yep, I know I did too. Yep.
Right
Do
here.
this.
See
Yep.
that?
Ground beef
Ground beef
pork
and
blend.
pork
Pork.
blend.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a 80% lean, 20% fat, and it's like a 50-50 mix. And the thing is, if you go to the ingredients back here, I don't know if I can get on there or not. I'll try to. But literally, it just says beef and pork, nothing
Yeah.
else. And guess what? There's not a company name on this thing either.
Hmm.
So if you're out there buying food, really look at what you're getting, like we've talked about on the shows and everything, and we're doing a cooking channel. You can find these things, and getting back to why I'm using it for the spaghetti is like you hear about meatballs, with the beef and pork blend,
No.
and I've got the spicy Italian sausage, the case
Mhm.
one, split it open, mix it. So I really want to try this and that together and see how that comes out.
That sounds like
Well,
it'd be really good, man. I mean, you know, in Italian food, man, pork is a pretty important meat.
well,
Oh yeah.
because they use veal and all that shit, pork and meatballs out there.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Well, it's like
'cause I had
Goodfellas. You see the jail scene, and the old guys are like, "Yeah, what do you got in the meatballs? I got what do you got in the sauce? I got beef, I got veal, and I got pork. Gotta have the
yep,
pork. Oh yeah, that's the flavor."
yep.
But
Well,
it's
it's like
it's hard to get veal anymore. Like unlike,
yeah,
back in the day it was easy, because we'd eat veal parmesan all the time, dude.
yep.
Breaded
Oh yeah.
all the
You see,
time.
I've never
All right.
cooked veal. I've only ever cooked. I've never cooked veal. I've only ever ordered it at restaurants.
Oh,
Yeah, we used to cook it when I was a kid.
oh yeah.
I've never
And
actually tried
now
to buy it.
I'll put some pickles in there too in the mix too. So
Oh, go ahead, Gilly, do your instructions.
now I'm doing some pickles in the mix right there. I'll just eyeball it. So
You got 3 pounds of meat there, right? 3 pounds,
yep,
3 eggs.
yep. I got a whole thing of onion, chopped up onion right there, ready to go. That's already in the pan. Now I'm gonna use all this panko, Kinder's crispy panko breading, wood fired garlic with hardwood smoke flavor in it.
There we go.
And I'll be using the whole fucking bag, feature. So
Yeah.
I don't on this, you don't need to measure. You can if you want to, if you're new to cooking, you know, but there ain't no need to it. And then
Man,
you just get it.
you don't need to measure anything. You make it with love and eyeballs.
That's right. Unless you're baking. Bacon, you better measure.
Well, yeah, bacon, you're 100% right. You definitely got to measure that shit.
Yeah.
But the
I think
thing is,
that's why I
people.
never got good at
Yeah.
bacon.
But the thing is, people with this recipe, with the turkey and all that shit, chicken the same way. You got to have the eggs. You got to have the fucking panko or seasoned or chips, ground up chips or pretzels in there as a binder. There ain't no fat in there.
Yep.
But I just add the pickles just because I want that pickle flavor. So,
Sure.
you can. I mean, you can add jalapenos to this. Everything. Anything you want to do, but you mix it up gently. You don't want to overwork the meat. That's kind of weird. I said it like that, but
That's quite all right. We all know what you meant. We all know what we could have said, and we all know what we didn't say.
well,
I
I'm
think
surprised
the
y'all
audience-
fucking. I'm
I think
surprised
the
y'all
audience
fucking.
can figure it out too.
I'm surprised
this
y'all
is-
fucking did say it. So
Well, I've already
Kid-
made my
kid friendly.
I already made my premature ejaculation joke, so I was kind of hoping Tate would pick this one up.
all right,
Pre-made.
all right, sure. Yeah, and you can get away with making pre-made fucking paint. Using the pre-made bullshit. But they're not as good, people.
Yeah, no.
No,
No.
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 Matter of
Now-
fact, back to what you were talking about, Tate. I looked at some of the hamburger patties at one of the local grocery stores, and the frozen kind. One of them is just 100% beef with like one other little thing in it, like liquid smoke, maybe something innocuous.
Yeah.
And the ones right next to them, they had fucking beef, they had soy protein, they had freaking some kind of oil, they had maltodextrin, they had all sorts of shit. And I'm like, man, how
Yeah.
can you sell these two right next to each other when one is just really, really good and the other one is fucking chemical garbage?
Yeah.
See,
I
look
mean-
how big these fuckers are. I mean, these homemade ones.
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
you go.
can't. I mean, these ain't no skimpy fucking burgers, people.
Well, and like you said, Gilly, like the binder in there will keep that mix together. It'll really bind it up like you're doing a meatball.
Yeah.
Like a,
It'll
or,
keep that
or a meatloaf.
moisture in there too.
Yeah. I just use the same mixture, way I do like a meatloaf. Same way I do
Yeah.
meatballs.
Yeah.
Same way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
meatloaf, meatballs, burgers like that, they all retain, that nice moisture that you want on it.
I bet
And
you,
also,
I bet you that keeps it from swelling up on you too.
well, yeah, it does. But
Yeah, because
I-
when you're doing meatballs, they kind of hold their shape.
Yep.
Yeah.
They shrink a little bit, but not much.
But
you
also,
know?
but now I do got a burger press. I just didn't feel like breaking it out today. So
Is that like the Juicy Lucy style press where you can press it down in the center too and fill it?
no, this is just a regular burger style. Makes a quarter inch, quarter burger.
Okay.
The half
Okay.
quarter style, quarter pounder.
Mhm. Yep.
But then I gotta find all the goddamn fucking bullshit, the parchment paper and all that.
Yeah.
So, and I woke up late today. So, well,
It's
technically,
like
Rocky.
prep cooking back in the day when they had to measure everything out and then flatten it out and then put it on the tray.
Well, technically, Rocky woke me up about 1 o'clock when Rocky fucking called. But I didn't answer. I'm like, oh, fuck you.
And then you got me calling you at 4 o'clock.
Well, I was getting up anyway. That's why, give me a second. I was fucking taking a shit and I was fucking hacking at the same time.
Gotcha.
And that's always fun when you're shitting on the toilet and you got hacked at the same time, too.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful with that, man.
Well,
You
I'll
end
tell
up
you one
changing
thing.
out your underwear.
You
Well,
might blow
no,
your
I was already on
asshole
the
out.
shitter. No, I was already on the shitter. So,
Okay, well you were lucky.
yeah. So I'll tell you one thing.
What's faster than the speed of light, joke?
Hey, it fucking cleans you out quicker. I'll tell you that.
Diarrhea, because by the time I turn on the light, it already shit my pants.
Yep. See, I'm just
Yeah,
going.
Mick, you're right. Like, we're talking about food. Sorry, Gilly, go ahead.
No,
You're still
go
making
ahead.
instruction. No,
No,
we're
I'm
talking
just
about
saying-
chemicals and stuff. Like, that's a no-name brand. I mean, obviously there's a company, underneath it,
Yeah.
but that's all that's in there. There's nothing on it. So everybody thinks that you see these brand names on there. That doesn't mean anything.
No, I check my ingredients for absolutely everything now.
See how fat that fucker is?
Hell yeah.
And I ain't talking about me. I ain't talking about me, though, but now we'll put these bitches on the fucking thing here.
It's like a discus, the kind you shoot.
Well, and the thing is, I don't, when I'm making homemade burgers, I don't care if they're perfect round, right? Or eighths or whatever the fuck it is, right? I don't care. You know, because I'll eat what I want. Because if you're gonna put it on a burger later on, anyways, right? You don't have to be perfect.
Nope.
You know,
I
the
think
one
the
thing,
only thing that plays into that is if you want even cooking. You know what I mean?
yeah,
If you're too thick in the center
yeah,
and your edges are, you know what I mean? Like it gets that. I mean, that's a preference thing, though. You're cooking turkey, so
yeah. But when you're on the fucking drum, right? You know how it
yeah,
cooks. It's a
yeah,
convection
yeah,
of it, so it doesn't really matter. All that it's still gonna cook evenly.
yeah. Typically does. But if you want to be, that kind of person, you can be that kind of person.
Oh yeah. If you want to be fucking perfect, right?
hmm
Things was my style cooking. I don't care about being perfect on most time.
Well, I think that's the good thing about it is that you can
You
cook
gotta
whenever
be.
you want, however you want to. You don't have to watch. That's the thing. I think people get like a false sense when they watch cooking channels because everything's already pre-set out for them, and they get this idea of how it should look. But make it how you want to make it and look at
Mhm.
it.
It's
You know.
right there. That's done right there. So
It'd be
you know,
like me always calling you like I never get my probe in the right spot and I get OCD about it.
and what did I always tell you too? Hey, you'll
Yeah.
get it eventually. Oh, you just got to
Yeah.
keep doing it. You know, but you are more OCD than I am on that one. I will say that.
Yeah, and
So,
I think that's part of my cooking, prior to. It's just
yeah, and
one of
stuff. But
those
yeah,
things that you want to make sure everything's at its right temp and,
yeah, like
food safety and all that stuff. So,
here and like if you're cooking at home, yeah, you won't be safe when you're cooking food at tips wise, right? But that tips they put out there for the FDA is fucking bullshit.
yeah.
You
A
know,
lot of it, yeah.
especially for chicken, turkey, especially for fucking pork. I'm telling you, because
Yeah,
pork,
yeah.
like a pork chop, right? You don't take it above 140 on the internal temp. Pull it, let it rest, because you still want a little bit of peak in there. As long as you got a little bit of peak and no blood, you're good.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't give a good goddamn what anyone says. I like my burgers medium.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
agree.
I do too. You know,
Yeah, they talk about ground beef, but here's the thing though. When you go to the store, you can get ground chuck and that's another thing. When we talked about chicken thighs, everybody started getting on board with chicken thighs.
yeah,
And then ground chuck was kind of like hidden out of the way.
yeah,
And it's steak meat. It's not ground beef where everything's kind of thrown in.
yeah, yeah.
So that's where you see Bubba burgers are ground sirloin. So you can take those to medium as a frozen burger because it's sirloin. It's a steak grind. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's not just everything thrown in there. So that's another thing you got to look at with your grinds, like what grind is in there. You can get chub grind, you can get the chuck, and those are steak grinds. That's steak meat that you would eat as a steak.
Well,
Yeah.
see, that's like growing up. That's all mom would buy, or we'd get from the butcher was ground chuck.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't want to
But
buy this regular fucking when it says hamburger, hamburger. You don't want to buy that. That's cheap shit. That's
No,
that
no.
shit got all the fillers in it. That shit no
Yep.
good for you.
Yeah, it's got a
Amen.
lot of extra fat in it and just
I'm growing my
easy.
hair out again, Nick.
Oh yeah. Look at that. You need to like even
at
that
least you're
thing up,
embracing
man. It's
the fact
all
that you have hair now.
Oh, it will even. Oh, trust me, it'll get longer though. So it'll get longer now. So,
yeah. I need to call my cousin to get my hair cut here before too long.
well, I finally decided to go back to the barber, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a pain in the ass sometimes. I'm shaving every couple of days with the skull shaver, right? You know, I'm like, fuck, I'm going back to barber. Yeah, I had to take River anyways, so fuck it. You know, might as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta give my cousin a call. She cuts my hair for free, so
Yeah, and the turkey burgers, you know, it usually takes depends on how right now it's run about 305, 310 on it. So it could take 30 minutes at least sometimes. And I didn't put the fucking Chef IQ or the wireless probe in there. I'll just use my fucking instant template when I want to
yeah.
temp it. You know,
Yeah.
That's
so
all I ever use, just an instant temp thermometer.
yeah. Now if
Yeah,
I'm doing
I like
steaks,
the digital for it. That's how I was
Yeah.
doing the chicken out there. When I was doing the barbecue chicken, I was able to get a good instant read on it. And like I said,
that's
it
like
was running hot.
yeah,
Some were getting to like 180-ish and then,
Yep.
170, and you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
we're all in the same spot. Why are we off temp here?
Yep. That's where you just need one, the Chef IQ or like one of those digital ones, and just
Mhm.
let it go. Set and forget the bitch. Watch it from your phone.
Yeah.
You know,
But that's another thing too, when we're talking about temps, you know, thighs is a different cut of meat. People forget about that, like we've talked about. It's a lot fattier. It takes the
yeah,
heat a hell of a lot better than the white meat
yeah.
does.
See, I take
Just like
mine.
just like chicken legs.
See,
Yeah.
like chicken, like if I'm doing bone in, skin on chicken thighs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I take mine to 190 to 205.
Yep.
Because that way that fat is fucking rendered too,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and it's still juicy, and it's almost falling off the fucking bone too.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't hardly overcook the thighs, man. It's very
You
hard.
can
Yeah.
if it gets up to 210, it kind of dries out. 210, I did find that out one day
Right.
because it was a smaller one, right? It wasn't as
Yeah.
big as the other one, so I just left it all there. I was like, pour some barbecue sauce on it's good.
Yeah. Just throw it
But
out
I
there.
will, but I will tell you, a little thing you probably found this out too. The boneless, skinless ones, you pull them about 165, 170.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't take those 185 because they will dry out on
Yeah.
185
Yeah.
on you.
That's where you do got to differentiate like what you're using, like skin on and bone in,
Yep.
because the bone it's pulling juice from the bone. Like when you see the bone dry out,
Yeah.
that's definitely way overdone. Like when that thing is like parchment paper, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna turn to dust. Your thigh's way overdone.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see blood. People forget about, there's arteries that run through there, and it's gonna be up against the bone sometimes. So you're gonna see redness in there.
Sure.
It's some of them sometimes. But
Yep.
it's done. It's cooked. That temperature is there. You're not gonna get sick from it.
Nope.
So you gotta remember. I seen people on the boat doing that. They were upset when they were cooking it, and they seemed like red in there,
Mm-hmm.
but the meat was white. It was done.
Juices
But
are running
up
clear.
against
Yeah.
the bone, yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be red still. Yeah.
They know.
yeah. And that's just how the butchering goes down. I mean, if it's at temp, it's cooked. You don't got to worry about anything.
Right. Ain't nothing living in there no more.
No, it's dead. It's good to go.
That's down.
I think chicken is another one that gets a really bad rap, and it's not for no reason with the salmonella and everything, but I just feel it's like overhyped. Like you can get anything from any food.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
you can get salmonella from vegetables. So
Oh,
don't just
more
leave it
so,
on chicken.
more so for vegetables.
Yeah,
You never hear of salmonella outbreak in chicken killing people,
Yeah,
but
but
you hear
since-
it coming from lettuce and all that shit because people shit in the fields. No one
Oh,
wants
and
to-
listeria. Listeria is another one too.
They do, yeah. Listeria, salmonella, E. coli, all sorts of nasty shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
and vegetables.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Don't ever get that stuff in meat if you at least sear it.
Yeah.
No, I won't cook chicken that's underdone because I think the texture is absolutely terrible and it tastes like crap.
Mm.
Yeah, because they don't pull right. If it's undercooked, it does not pull right or
It's
tread
not.
right. It does not.
No, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's like rubber.
Yeah.
But like you said, pork, 145, a little pink in the middle, you are fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I always pull my pork chops like 140, right? And let it carry over cook.
Yep.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of people forget about the carryover cook.
Yeah.
I think that's a big one too. Like just let it rest, cover it a little bit, let it carry over while you're putting everything else together,
Mhm.
and then you pull it.
Well,
Yep.
I mean, growing up, I didn't know anything about carryover cook because mom, dad never taught us that growing up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't learn
Yeah,
that till I was an adult. And I started experimenting. I'm like, let me pull this off a little sooner. Just let it sit, right? Let it rest like you do a steak, right? And see what happens. And I was like, okay, it works. Because I was wondering why my food was like the next day was fucking dry as fucking. I got to use a lot of fucking sauce on it the next day. And I'm like, oh, okay. But steaks, we always let
Right.
rest before we did it. So,
Like when you cook them in the Instapot,
yeah.
you got to be careful what temp, like how long you put it in there for, because it will dry the shit